Welcome to Codechef. Today we'll talk about an important concept in object-oriented programming, polymorphism. The word polymorphism comes from Greek. Poly means many and morphism means forms. So polymorphism literally means many forms. Before we dive in, jump onto the Codechef online compiler and practice alongside learning. The link is in the description below. So let's get started.
Polymorphism in Java. Now think about the addition operator. It behaves differently depending on what you use it with. For example, 5 plus 3 is equal to 8. Here it performs addition, but hello plus world is equal to hello world. Here it performs string concatenation. So same operator, different behavior. This is simple example of polymorphism. There are types of polymorphism in Java. There are two main types of polymorphism. First is polymorphism using method overriding. Second is polymorphism using method overloading. Now let's understand both. Polymorphism using overriding. So basically, method overriding happens when a child class provides its own implementation for a method already defined in the parent class. This allows the same method to behave differently for different objects. Here for example, animal, dog and cat. Imagine we have a class called animal. All animals make sound, so we define a method makeSound. Now we create two subclasses, dog and cat. Each one overrides the method. The dog makes woof while the cat makes meow. Same method name, different behavior. This is runtime polymorphism. Now next, we talk about polymorphism using overloading. Here the basic concept is method overloading happens when multiple methods have the same name but different parameters. The method that gets executed depends on the number of arguments and type of arguments. This is compile time polymorphism. Now let's understand polymorphism with a real coding example. We'll create a system that calculates the area of different shapes. Now let's look at the code. Here we have shape class. Shape here is a generic class. It does not represent a specific shape, so we cannot compute its area. That's why the method here returns 0. Now we have circle class. Circle inherits from shape. That is why it's written circle extends shape. Now we have private double radius. This stores the radius of the circle. Now here same calculate area function overridden in circle class according to properties of circle. So basically public double calculate area overrides the method from shape. So here the formula used is pi into radius square, which is implemented as mat.pi, mat.pow, this.radius, comma 2. So class square extends shape. Square also inherits from shape. Now we have the length of one side, so this will store that length. Now public double calculate area overrides the parent method. So the formula used is h into h. Now we have our main function. Circle is equal to new circle, and here we have square is equal to new square. So this creates objects of circle and square, and this will print out the area of the circle and square respectively. So now you can see the area of circle is 78.53, whereas the area of square is 16.0. It shows it's the same method name, different implementation and different result. This is polymorphism using overriding. Now let's finally recap what we've learned. What is polymorphism? Polymorphism is one method or object that behaves in many forms. We have two types, which is overloading and overriding. Overloading has same method name, different parameters, also called compile time polymorphism, and overriding has same method, different implementation in child class, also called as runtime polymorphism.
That is it for this video. Jump onto the Codechef compiler and practice various variations of what we've learned today. Keep practicing, keep coding, and I'll see you in the next video.